Mine's pinker, definitely. We can swap, though.
I've got to say, Scottish people trying to do foreign names very badly.
Do it again? Have you just done mine?
No, I wanted to do your character's name, and I can't.
You can do it. Bellatrix, well, that was strange.
Well, no, you can do it.
It's fine.
I bet you had an absolute ball playing this character.
I did. I think she's quite, it appealed to my child, which is not really that inner, frankly. My inner child. Because she could be anarchic, and I could end up being really naughty.
It's kind of almost like the ultimate Halloween character that you'd want to be.
The costume's great. I had fun doing the costume. At first they suggested putting me in a kind of sack, and I thought, no. I've not got many lines, so I've got to be sexy somehow. So then I got like the black corset thing, and I thought,
sorry about that, it's the magic fireplaces again with the Death Eaters coming out. They're your mates though, so you're alright.
Yeah, I'm one of them. Yeah, I shouldn't be scared.
You should be coming out there.
That was a bad reaction. That's right, I operated up one of those.
Yeah. How long were you on set for? Because
ages.
Was it?
Oh yeah, ages. About 6 weeks.
Quite a grueling shoot.
A long time. It's grueling because you lie down a lot, and you get sort of like, it's a bit like a rest home for, you know, all the British equity, because you're like in your little caravan, and ever so often they wheel you out for a shot, and then they put you back in.
It's an amazing cast.
They got everyone in it. I mean, everyone's. Yeah, it is. The kids are great though too. All the regulars.
Yeah. Are you a fan of the books then?
Yeah, big fan.
I just spoke to J.K. Rowling.
Oh, she's a lucky person.
She's such a kind of just quite quiet lady.
Yeah, well, she probably gets all the words out on page. She probably doesn't have many left after that.
Your little boy's going to be so proud when he... Not yet, though. He's a little bit young for it.
He might be embarrassed. That is a possibility.
Why?
Well, kids are embarrassed their parents, particularly with my costume.
I reckon he'll love it. When he's kind of a little bit older, and because it's quite a scary film.
I did show him when I was doing some research, kind of, for the film. I had to watch. I thought I'd better watch all the films. And he wouldn't go to bed, and I thought, right, all right, you know, come on, Billy, do you want to watch Harry Potter? And yeah! And it was, I think it was the number 3 one, and when he blows up his aunt. Oh, no. Can he stop doing that? Anyway, he blows up his aunt, and, you know, she goes up. Do you remember that? She blew. Anyway, he just burst into tears, found that horrific.
Sit yourself down. Hey, you know, I love the way you dress.
Do you?
You look absolutely...
You're probably the only person in the world.
I suspect, I mean, it's a small group. Because
it is a small group.
Often when you see you photographed out and about, and it's eccentric, it's unique, it's very much your own style.
Yeah, I guess so.
These are some photographs. Well, that's a very, quite a normal looking thing, apart from the glasses there. They're quite
that's not bad.
But that's quite unusual.
That's Vivian Westwood.
Yeah, but you know, you wear it very well.
I like that. What's wrong with that?
No, nothing's wrong with it. I like all of it. Don't get defensive.
Yeah.
But I'm sure a lot of people do think that you dress a bit like someone who hasn't got a mirror or a light bulb. You know what I mean? It's kind of like... I get the same accusations, Helena. I love what no, but I love the way you dress because it is so... And, you know, everyone seems to follow, more often than not, what's dictated to them in magazines.
No, I definitely don't do that.
Yeah.
And basically, when I get dressed, I dress up. I guess I sort of treat it like a costume. And I think most of us do as women. We sort of buy something, and by putting something on, you think you're going to transform into this different thing. And then you see the photo and you realise you haven't. But in your head and in your mirror at home, which is dully lit, it's true, it looks fantastic. And but then all these magazines that take photos of you, they are out to make you look horrific.
Horrible, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, but I tell you, if you come to my home and see me in the room and Tim's, you know, Tim's got an eye.
Now hold it, this is Tim Burton, who is
yeah.
he's not your husband, he's your partner, your kind of living partner, lovey boy.
As good as I'm his mistress.
Okay,
but,
there he is there, because he has a unique sense of dressness as well.
Yeah.
He looks to me like, he looks like Bob Dylan with an eye problem, a bit
There's
more.
such a Bob Dylan. Somebody thought he was Bob Dylan, actually.
He's Dylan-esque. But does he, not vet, but does he approve of the, do you say, what does this look like, should I go at this, and he goes, maybe that's a bit much, or do you ever listen, or?
Yeah, I do, sometimes. He'll vet me just before I leave, and then he'll take something one thing off me.
Because you like a lot of things. So.
I do like lots of things. I mean, what's the point of buying them if you don't wear them all at once?
But no, never.
The director Tim Burton, Helena, how difficult is it to get a part in your husband's films?
Well, with him it's quite difficult. I had to audition like everybody else. He doesn't give me any favours because I'm the mother of his children. So no, I just had to audition like everybody else. And I think with this one, I had to be righter than right. He did say, look, he said, you're right physically, but we don't know if you can sing. And I didn't know if I could sing, so I went off and learnt, and very quickly. But Sondheim he had casting approval, so it wasn't all down to Tim.
Well, you play Mrs. Lovett in the story. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your character?
Mrs. Lovett, she is like Sweeney Todd, played by Johnny Depp. his landlord, but and I'm a pie maker, and I've always been in love with him, and I'm his accomplice when he starts killing people. He's a serial killer, basically. I pop all their bodies into pies, so I'm a sort of alternative pie maker, not vegetarian.
Well, what do you make of the crowd? Because they've really turned in force here tonight, haven't they?
Yeah, no, it's fantastic, but